Racer Andy. We're coming to you live from Sebring International Raceway. It's a beautiful morning. The sky is blue. You can see the conditions are excellent. The Spec Racer Ford guys just came off the track, and there you see the pace car leading the pack. Looks like the IT cars, the improved touring cars, yep. So this ought to be a good race, man. These guys generally have at it pretty well, man, so. So good morning, we're just getting set up. It's Sunday morning. We've got a whole slate of great racing ahead of you for today. It's what we're going to do is they're going to have all the groups are going to have a 20-minute sprint race, and then all the groups are going to have a 30-minute feature race. And we've already had the sprint race for the Wings and Things, the Formula category, and Spec Racer Ford just got finished up, and I believe before that was the Super Touring cars, and so I think we're on the fourth group of the sprint races. This is the IT cars, and I think after that there'll be Spec Miata and GT cars coming up. So jump in the chat and let us know if the stream looks all right, because YouTube is reporting that they're reporting an error, and sometimes it does that, but it's fine, and other times it's not. So let us know if okay, hi everybody. I had to stop the stream for a second and make some adjustment. We were having some problems getting the stream uploading onto YouTube, and I turned the settings down a little bit, and now YouTube's reporting an excellent connection. So hopefully everything's going to work a lot better now. We'll see. You never know. It's always a bit of a exciting. So welcome everybody. Thank you for joining us. This is Racer Andy. I'm from MyRaceData.com. We're already starting to rack up some views, and we really appreciate all the support you guys are giving us, and you know, the response from all the racers and all the workers and everybody involved with Central Florida region has been just terrific. And all right, it looks like the stream is running pretty well. We appreciate that very much. Thank you to all the members of the Central Florida region of the SCCA, and thank you to the racers and the teams who come out here and everybody who supports us. And if you're somewhere else and you're not in Central Florida with us here at the racetrack, let us know. Jump on the chat, say hi, and you know, tell us where you are in the world. Tell us where you're watching from. So this is the Central Florida region's Cabin Fever Cure 2026. And as you can see, it's if you're watching from anywhere other than Central Florida, you're probably snowed in. And so we encourage racers to come on down here in February and take a vacation and come on down to February and come to Central Florida and race with us here in Sebring, because it's warm. It's probably in the high 60s or already getting up around 70 degrees, and yesterday it was in the mid 70s most of the day, and it was really pleasant, and we had a great day of racing. We had a great 2-hour endurance race at the end of the day, and there was a lot of clean racing and really no incidents most of the day. And they did, there was 2 full course yellows during the enduro, but one of them got cleaned up very, very quickly. I think they were only under yellow for 2 laps, and the other one took a little bit longer to clean up. But what ended up happening is we ended up having about a 2-hour endurance race turn into about a like 10 or 15 minute long shootout, which was a lot of fun. So, and the guys got out there, and they, after two hours of racing, they were basically like left with about a 10 or 15 minute shootout, probably about maybe 5 or 6 laps. It was exciting. So, and the guys driving the Spec Racer Fords were the ones who ended up cleaning up, man. They swept through the field, and it was a great race. So at the moment, what you're looking at is the IT class, the group that includes all the improved touring classes, and they are circulating under a full course yellow. They went 1 or 2 laps and must have had some kind of an incident. I don't have the scanner plugged in at the moment, so I can't listen to the corner workers, but they must have had some kind of incident, because they're now circulating under a yellow flag, standing double yellow. And that would indicate there was some kind of an incident, and we're under a full course yellow. So these are 20-minute sprint races, so these guys are going to eat up a whole bunch of their 20 minutes if they don't behave themselves and get some clean laps in. But we're still enjoying our morning coffee, and we're just getting set up, but thanks for joining us, everyone. This is Racer Andy from MyRaceData.com, and we encourage you to jump on the website and join the forum and speak your mind. Everybody's welcome, and also get on the YouTube channel. And if you're a new subscriber, you can get yourself a free t-shirt if you want to come over here to Green Park. And there's some interesting activity over here in Green Park. So we noticed last night that some of the transporters are starting to show up and stuff. So apparently these guys have something going on this week, during the week. So we're still just getting started, setting up. Thanks a bunch for joining us, everybody. We've got a full day of racing ahead of you. This should be great. Yesterday was our single best day, the most views we've ever gotten in one day for one of these live streams. So that was really exciting, and we appreciate everybody who tuned in and jumped on the chat. The guys from Apex Alignment were in the chat. Albert from Apex Alignment. And some other folks, and everybody's giving their racer a call out. and here come your racers, and they are under power. So it looks like we're back to green flag racing. Ooh, look at that. Okay, and we got quite a large group there. Looking good. So there's your improved touring class, and these are production-based cars. So all these cars started out life just like the car you drive to work every day. So these are all production-based cars, and they have safety equipment to make them safe to race on the racetrack. And they're allowed a little bit of, that's why they call it improved touring, because there's a little bit of modifications, but everything has to be the original equipment that was delivered on the car. In other words, it has to have the engine that came in the car, the transmission, the brakes, the suspension, and the chassis is primarily the original unibody chassis structure that the car came with. They're allowed to add a roll cage, which stiffens up the chassis a little bit, but for the most part, these cars are just like the ones you and I drive to work every day. So, as opposed to like a purpose-built car. So, and they're fun and they're inexpensive to campaign, and these guys drive the wheels off these things. Let me tell you, you're gonna see. So we really appreciate all the support. We've already jumped up. There's a bunch of folks online watching us. Jump in the chat and say hi. I gotta grab my phone and I'll jump in the chat. And we appreciate anybody supporting us. Please subscribe to the channel and give us a thumbs up or a like or whatever it is that YouTube wants you to do. Click the thumbs up. That helps us. That gets us more folks. Here comes your leader, and you can see he doesn't have a clear advantage over second and third place there. Look at this group. These guys are running close, man. A great looking bunch of cars, and yeah. And I always want to mention that there's a couple of the touring classes are out here as well, and then there's probably about half a dozen different improved touring classes. They have, I believe, C, B, A, and R. So the C cars are the slower, less powerful cars, and on up, and then the B improved touring D is a little bit quicker, improved touring A, and then there's improved touring S and improved touring R, and each one of them, they make a bump in performance. They're a little bit quicker, but I'll tell you, they're pretty close. There's a improved touring C, little Volkswagen Rabbit. And SCCA Sports Car Club of America is what's called multi-class racing. That means there's a number of different classes out there on the track at one time, most of the time. and some of the classes get their own race, but most of the time when you're out here club racing, there's guys that are in cars that are quite a bit faster than you. Here's your leader, and you can see he's not exactly pulling away from second place, and third and fourth are just nose to tail, and they've started to pull out a little bit of lead over the second group. Now look at these guys, man. They're right together. Hopefully we're going to have a great day of racing for you. We've already got a bunch of people that are jumping in the stream and watching. We appreciate everybody watching us. And I'm Racer Andy. I'm from MyRaceData.com. And we like to bring you guys all these club races. This is great fun for me. I always enjoy doing the streams. We've been up here all last summer in the fall. We were here for the Thanksgiving turkey trot. That was a blast. There was a huge turnout for that one. And we were here in January last month. So if you're a Central Florida region competitor, there's a good chance that we've got some video and some still shots of your car out on track. So get a hold of us. Get on the forum. Send us an email, and we'll send you some pictures, some high quality video or still pictures of your car out on track, and you can take those pictures, and they're copyright free, and you can use them to promote your team, and we encourage you to do that. So So it looks like the corner workers are waving to the racers. That means they're on their cool down lap. And these are 20-minute sprint races, so they're going to go quite fast. And because those guys kind of got caught up in some kind of an incident, they lost several laps of their race while they followed the pace car around. So I'm sure they weren't real thrilled about that. So everybody. This is Racer Andy from MyRaceData.com, and we've already got a couple people jumped in and watching the stream. We appreciate everybody supporting us and watching us on YouTube. There you can see one of the safety vehicles is out on the track, and I'm assuming these guys are going to finish cleaning up whatever incident occurred that caused a yellow flag. And here comes a blower truck, because apparently they want Andy's laptop to get covered in even more dust than it already is. So, and they're cleaning up, blowing the track off. So we're just getting started. We've got a great day of racing ahead of you. This is the Central Florida region of the Sports Car Club of America Cabin Fever Cure 2026. And so far it's been a great, safe, fun weekend. I just had a terrific time yesterday bringing you guys the live stream, and just really very much enjoyed the whole thing. It was a fun day of racing, and we got a great response. We had more views than we've ever had for any of these live streams, and so we absolutely appreciate everybody who supports the channel. And if you'd like to subscribe to our YouTube channel, you get yourself a free t-shirt. If you're not here at Sebring, we can ship it to you. Get on the website, get on the forum, and there's an email address there that you can send a message to the website administrator, and they'll provide you with contact information so that you can get us your address, and we'll ship you your free t-shirt, and we'll ship it to you free of cost, and anywhere in the continental United States. And even if you're outside the continental United States, we'll still try and figure out how to get you a t-shirt. So we encourage you to subscribe to the channel, and also if you'd like to join the forum, we have a forum on the website, and if you join the forum, you also get a free t-shirt. We encourage you to do both. And that really helps us out every time we get a thumbs up or a subscriber on the YouTube channel. That helps YouTube put our videos up higher in the listings, and more people see them, and more people click on them and watch, and more people find out about how much fun it is to race in the Sports Car Club of America, and you guys get promotion for your race teams and your driver, and it's a good thing for all of us. So jump on YouTube and subscribe to the channel. We had a couple of new subscribers yesterday. It's a beautiful Sunday morning. The sky is blue. There's not really any clouds in the sky, and it's about 70 degrees. It's warm and really nice, and there's a very light breeze. Yeah, I'll show you the stars and bars up there. There you go. There's the American flag flying from the historic Hendricks Air Base flagpole right in the middle of Green Park. We are in Green Park, and there's a little bit of activity over here. There's some big transporters, and they got something going on here. And that's one of the cool things about Sebring. Sebring is one of the most active racetracks in North America. There's actually something going on here 300 days out of the year. So this is a very active racetrack. They have several different configurations, and this weekend, this Sports Car Club of America guys are racing the full 12-hour course, just like they do during the historic 12 Hours of Sebring, which is an event that's coming up here very shortly. I saw them. They have preload signs, and the guys are already starting to arrive in the transporters, and they line up over there and inside the gate, and with their big 18-wheelers, and you know, this place is going to turn into Mardi Gras, man. I'm sitting here in Green Park, and there's not a lot of folks over here, and pretty soon there'll be 100,000 people, and they'll be camping and tents and campers and lined up coast to coast. So that's an exciting event. We're going to try and get in here and do some live streams during the 12 hours. We like to try to cover night practice on Thursday night. That's always just spectacular to watch. And we're just sitting a little ways off of the spectator berm that's on the apex of turn 5. We're on the exit of turn 5, driver's right, just between turn 5 and the crossover bridge that leads out onto Big Bend and down to the safety pin. And it's a pretty cool place to watch the race from. We like to stream from the exit of turn 5 in the fall and spring before the time changes, because it puts the light in the afternoon. The sunlight is down behind our back, but then when the time changes and the sun goes down a little bit later in the day, then we jump over and we like to stream from over there on the entry to turn 5 on the other side of the corner workers. So you can see over there, just below the flag is where the corner worker station is, and we like to stream from right over there on the other side of those guys, and that way we can see all the way down into turn 3, the exit of turn 3, and all the way through turn 4. You can see the cars coming up between turn 4 and 5. And from where we are here, you can, if you look down between the spectator berm on the other side, and I'll show you that. See that big old giant airplane that's over there, sitting off in the distance. And if you like from this, you can see the guys coming through turns 3 and 4, and it's really kind of cool. And even see them kind of coming up from turn 1, and then they come out into view, and there's a moment where they're kind of coming straight at the camera, and you really get a great shot. So we'd like to just call out a special thanks to the Central Florida region of the Sports Car Club of America. All these guys are volunteers, and they're all out here giving their own personal time to help put these races on, and the entire organization is run by volunteers. And so thank you, workers, thank you everybody in registration, all the marshals and people in the paddock area and this hot grid. All those workers are all volunteers. So everybody say a big thanks to your SCCA workers for volunteering their time so that we can have these terrific races. We're getting ready for the next group. These are some 20-minute sprint races, so they're quick races. And if you look off in the distance there, you might see some big transporters that are headed over here into Green Park. And we're very appreciative that we've been given access to Green Park today so that we can get in here and get our favorite spot we'd like to live stream from. Okay, so good morning everybody. This is Racer Andy from MyRaceData.com. We are bringing you live coverage of Central Florida Region's Cabin Fever Cure, the 2026 version. And while we're taking a little break, I'd like to tell you about some of the programs we have going on. We have a couple of things that we're working on at My Race Data to help racers provide some services. We have a program called the Race Team Online Services that helps provide logistics and promotional tools to racers. And we're doing a testing program. We've been running this program for a while, and we think we are to a point where we can go ahead and maybe let some folks try it out. And if the trial works pretty good, we might open this program up to everybody, so that you would be able to, if you're a race team and you want to use the website to support some of your scheduling and logistics and promoting your team, you would be able to do that. And there's a real simple interface where you can have a live portal, a presence on the internet. If you don't have a website for your race team, you can sign up, and we'll let you have a page, and even someone who's not very computer literate can manage to still set up the page and put some pictures up or video or what have you, and promote your team. So it's an opportunity to do that. And we also, My Race Data makes a data acquisition system that's it's very small, compact, it runs automatically, and it's a very low cost unit. It only costs about $100 to make one from scratch, and it's an open source program. It's open source hardware. You can get on our GitHub repository, and there's schematics and parts list and everything you need to build one of these things. It costs about $100 in parts to put one together. If you know how to solder, you can build one yourself. And it's you put it in the car, you plug it in. When the car begins to move, then it records data, and when the car stops, it stops recording data. So hi buddy, I'm guessing you're coming over here to talk to me. And I know you guys have, and you guys have been so nice to me, and everybody's been really, really, good. So, right. And I can see you guys got something. The track has obviously something going on here.
They have tomorrow, Tuesday. They have
IndyCar testing. Yeah.
Mandatory IndyCar testing. So there's going to be two groups of the cars because the field's so large. It's mandatory testing.
Yeah.
And
all the teams have.
All the teams. And what they're going to do is they're going to have morning and an afternoon, and then they flip-flop. So
I hope setting good. So I was aware it was a private test. I appreciate you coming over here, so and I hope they decide that it's okay to let me keep going because it's very popular. Everybody loves it. When I talk to all the racers, they're all like, "Oh, I always want to know where you can show people the live stream the races," and everybody wants to know where my races are on YouTube or whatever. So we're trying to provide a service, but I mean, I understand that you guys have to track, you know.
It's more the track.
Yeah, I know the club loves me, I think.
Yeah, it's the track.
Okay, so.
And my name is Tim.
Tim?
I'm the RE for the club, so I work for the board.
Yeah.
So anything you need, just give me a shout. You can find my information online.
Okay.
On our website.
Yes.
That's it.
Okay. Okay, and I sent you an email. I don't think I have anything with my email address, but I'll get a hold of you. And I really appreciate the support that the club does give me.
Yeah, just a heads up from NASCAR. You know how they produce it.
I know it's their track too.
They're ancient freaking peanuts.
And Sebring is the most friendly place we do this. We also have streamed last summer from Daytona as well, but the Green Park is such a unique situation where I can get in here and get so close to the racetrack. Daytona is not really like that.
No.
And I haven't even tried to go down to Miami because I've driven down there and there's nowhere you can get close to the track that there's not a 12 or 15 foot fence, you know?
Yeah.
You'd have to be shooting through a fence the whole time, so.
Right.
All right, well, I really appreciate it, Tim. Like I say, my name's Andy.
Did you ever race, Andy?
Yes, I did. I was a competition license holder back about 2009, 2010, 2011, somewhere in that region, about what, 10 or 12, 15 years ago. But yeah, when I was a younger man,
right.
you know, and I mean, it's wonderful to get back out here to the racetrack, even though I don't get to drive, anymore. Maybe someday I'll get back out here and race again. But it feels good to me to be back out here with everybody and trying to contribute.
Right.
You know,
Where do you live?
I live down in Palm Beach, but I actually just bought a house over in Spring Lake.
Oh yeah, so you're right here.
I'm gonna move.
Listen to Ken.
Thanks, Tim. Thanks for the heads up too. I really Okay, so there's the start of the Spec Miata race, and you could see there's quite a gaggle of cars there. So thanks everybody for tuning in. This is Racer Andy from MyRaceData.com, and we are bringing you the Central Florida region cabin fever cure for 2026 version. And we just want to say a special thanks to the club, Central Florida region, and we hope that the folks who own this beautiful historic racetrack let us keep shooting these streams and live streams. Okay, and here comes the Spec Miatas. There's your leader. Look at these guys. 2 and 3 wide. And our Spec Miata race is off to a flying start. They've gotten through turn 5 twice clean. Looking good. I can hear him coming up the back. So thanks everybody for joining us. This is Racer Andy from MyRaceData.com, and we're coming to you from beautiful, historic Sebring International Raceway. It's a nice, sunny, the sky is blue, it's warm, it's about 70 degrees. And unfortunately, I think I might see a safety vehicle out on track. Nope, it looks like, no, they are, there's a safety truck out on track, and that's, I don't see any standing yellows. Here comes another one. So they might have had some kind of incident that they're responding to, but I don't see the corner workers holding up any yellow flags. So, and here come the racers under power. And look at this fight for first and second. You can see all the dust these guys are kicking up, going through the dirt on the exit of turn 5. So. So we're about 3 laps into a 20-minute sprint race. We just want to give everybody big thanks for all the support we've gotten. Here they come for their next lap. You can see the fight for first and second is clearly not over yet. Whoops, we have a competitor running off the exit there. How close these guys are. Look at this pack of cars coming in here, man. Whoops, whoa. Yeah, man, 2 wide through turn 5. Doesn't get any crazier than that. So good morning, everybody. This is Racer Randy from My Race Data.com. I'm here bringing you the Central Florida Region Cabin Fever Cure 2026. It's a beautiful Sunday here at Historic Sebring International Raceway. We've got some great club racing. We're bringing you live. See the cars making their way down the S's and out onto that famous historic concrete runway. Here comes first and second place. These guys are having a good battle, man. Doesn't look like the running order has changed. And now it is a good, healthy fight. As you can see, they're too wide through turn 5. There's battles all the way down through the field. Look how close those guys are, man. They're literally like nose to tail. I can hear the guys behind me as they make their way up from the safety pin, the hairpin, all the way up through the S's. Nice light breeze. And I think this particular battle is going to go down to the wire. There's your first and second place cars. And there's third. Now where things get more interesting is a little further down the pack. Look at this, going for a pass. The entry didn't make it. So far, the Spec Miata guys are keeping it clean. We've had no incidents. These are 20-minute sprint races. Now, overall this weekend, it's been a lot of nice, clean racing. Yesterday there was 55 guys entered in the endurance race, and that was a pretty large pack, you know, out on this racetrack. And obviously this track's built for a lot of cars. They have the 12-hours. And that certainly gives the big guys some to stretch their legs out. So first place car, there's been a switch between, in fact, the competitor who was running it. First place appears to have gone missing from the front of the pack. So we've had some kind of an incident. For a little bit of a bumpy ride there as they ride the curbs. So if you've never been to a club race here at Sebring and you live anywhere in the area, you should really check it out. It's just a lot of fun to see these cars close up. One of the things about Sebring is it just presents a very unique opportunity to get very, very close to the cars. And where I'm sitting right now, I'd say I'm maybe 30 or 40 feet away from the edge of the racetrack, and that's a pretty unique circumstance to be able to get that close and watch the racing from up close. You can see, you can hear the tires squeal, and you can see how hard these guys are pushing these cars through the corners. It's really exciting, and I encourage anybody who can make it here to Central Florida area of the state. It's right in centrally located, right between Daytona and Orlando, and it's a wonderful opportunity to to really experience racing close up. It's amazing to see. These are all amateur race car drivers, but they're actually really, some of them are very, very talented guys. They could easily have been professional racers, but they choose to compete as amateurs, and that makes it just as much fun. So there's your first place car overall, and like I say, that was third and fourth. Look at this. These guys are running off the exit of turn 5. You can see there's a little bit of a gap back to the next group. Keeping it clean. Keeping it clean, looking good. Look at this gaggle of cars. Woo! You can see all the dust these guys are kicking up. And luckily for me, the wind is blowing in such a direction where I'm not getting pummeled too bad with dust and dirt, as can sometimes happen. That is how it's done. See, there's a couple of guys up there on the viewing mound on the other side of turn 5. We've got a few spectators out here today, and there's a lot of activity going on over in Green Park. That's a wrap. As the corner workers are waving at the racers, so that's usually a sign that cool down lap. And so that's a wrap on the Spec Miata sprint race. You'll get another chance to see those guys later on this afternoon, because all the groups are going to run 2 races. The first race is a 20-minute sprint race, and then their second race will be a 30-minute feature. And so you're going to get a chance to see all the cars, and that should be a lot of fun. Yesterday we had a 2-hour endurance race, and that was really cool. And The light is when I point the camera over towards the bridge. The sun is up above there, and so it's not particularly good. But as the day goes on, the light will come to us a little bit more. And yesterday by mid-afternoon, the light was over above my right-hand shoulder there, and the shot was just, we got some really incredible footage. And I hope you guys jump on the channel and watch the replay. These live streams are replayed on the channel. And so that you can watch it. And say if you're a competitor, you're with your team, you might not have a chance to watch your race because you're probably busy, but you can always check the replay out. A lot of times we do highlight clips. Later on in the week we edit out all the good stuff and we set up some highlight clips, and those are always fun to watch. So I think we probably have at least one or two more sprint races to go. I can check the schedule. And haven't brought up the race monitor yet. But we've had a great weekend racing so far. We were here yesterday. We were on air for over 7 hours. That was quite a marathon, and by the time I got back to the hotel last night, I was pretty tired. hear that sound. You know what that means. It is time for the ground pounders. There they go on their pace lap. I always tell people you might have to turn the volume down. Because these cars are loud and they are fast, and this is always an exciting race. Just to be able to witness these guys, you should just feel the power that these cars are making. These are big, fast GT1 style cars. These are purpose-built racers with tube chassis, and yesterday there was a couple of GTX class cars, and they are literally like Le Mans prototypes, man. They are wild looking. So and all these cars down that long historic back straightaway that used to be a runway for Hendricks Air Force Base, it's still the original concrete from the runways that they built to train B-17 and B-29 pilots during World War II. And the concrete is the same exact concrete that was poured back in the 40s. And it's bumpy. And these cars out on that back straightaway can probably get upwards of over 160 or 70 miles an hour, maybe even faster than that. And they are fast and loud, and these are really a spectacle to watch. Friday afternoon we were taking a pit walk and looking at some of these cars up close, and the GT cars are just, I have some pictures and I'll post them up on the website, and you can see that really the tires are just massive. They're like 14 inches wide, man. They're just humongous, and these guys have lots of traction. Here's the exit of turn 5. Pardon me. And here's the Mission Foods crossover bridge. It gets you down into, there's Alan J. is car dealership here in Sebring that does a lot of wonderful stuff for the track. And these guys are getting ready for the biggest race of the year here at Sebring. Is the 12 hours of Sebring, which is going to be in March. And I can hear, you probably can as well, hear the motors coming up as these guys make their way down the front straightaway. You can usually see them off in the distance. They're coming up through. There they are. Here come your leaders. On the opening lap, they get through turn 5 without too much drama. There's a couple of those guys going too wide through the corner. You can see that's not a very wide piece of road there, and these guys are very comfortable racing close. These are all gentlemen racers who sometimes these guys have been racing together for years and years. You see some of the cars out there are the spec Corvette. I think the spec Corvettes are included in this group. And I was over there Friday talking, and they had a probably about 3 or 4 of them all paddocked together. They all knew each other. And one guy noticed that there was a tire donut on his door, and he pointed at one of the other guys in his paddock area there, and he said, yeah, he did that. And he said, I love racing with him. I love racing with these guys. So, and Spec Corvette's a pretty cool class. It's, you know, I think it's a C6 generation of Vettes, but they're relatively inexpensive cars to run. And the competition is good. So we can hear the cars off in the distance going down the back straightaway. They'll be coming up through turn 17 and down the front straightaway. You can see them going past in front of the tower there. See if I can get you guys a look at I can smell the racing fuel. And looks like we've got a new subscriber, Mindy Fetterman. Thanks, Mindy, for subscribing. If you're here at the racetrack, come on over to Green Park, and I got a t-shirt for you, either a men's size large or extra large. And we've got a few new subscribers this weekend, and that really helps us. We really appreciate that. Here's your leader, the Hendricks Motorsport. And second place is pursuing those two GTX cars, running in third and fourth. And these guys are having a nice, clean race. Lighting is getting a little better for me. You're starting to really be able to see these beautiful race cars. You hear the tires squealing. So there's the GT cars. They're making their way through their 20-minute sprint race. Looking good. Okay, and so in the chat there's Apex Alignment. jump on the chat and say hi. Looks like we're having a little bit of a challenge. Looks like we have a new overall leader. Woo! And looks like there's a change for third place between those two GTX cars. I'll tell you, those guys are paddocked together, so they know each other. Can you hear the tires? Big old Thunder and V8 powered Camaro. So if you guys have ever dreamed, if you've got a car and you just ever dreamed on taking it out on the racetrack, it looks like there's a little bit of a of a dispute over that particular position. These guys are probably on their last lap. First and second. And, it would appear that they're still racing there. And I can usually tell when the race is over. And one of the GTX cars, the red one, listen, I don't know whether he had some problems or exactly what happened. And there's a pretty good gap back to the rest of the field. See it right there in front of the airport terminal building. And there's the other GTX car. That's starts to go green. There's about 6 minutes left on the clock, so that's enough time for these guys to do at least probably 2 or 3 more laps. And here comes your first and second overall. And the race is on. Those two are not done yet. That's not probably that race. That particular race is probably the distance. Clean race. These guys keep it tidy. Last and Martin. I'm only sure you can hear the tires going. Here's first and second. Those guys are just hopping out of it, man. They are pulling out a pretty substantial lead over the next car. Lamborghini is being pulled in. Wow. You should hear those guys go into the tunnel, man. It's pretty spectacular. Beautiful green and orange. Aston Martin. Now here's first and second. You know, and there's an extra downshift in there where they were trying to grab some extra momentum. And okay, so that number 6 is Frank Clopatini, and He's in a 2002 Chevy Camaro. And the number 113, Russell Wittenberg, is in the Porsche GT3. There's that. Guys now have less than a minute left on the clock, so I'm assuming they're on their final lap. I got one more lap in anger. We'll see. See the number 6. And that's a wrap on that one. Okay. So thanks everybody for joining us. This is Racer Andy, and we are coming to you live from beautiful, historic Sebring International Raceway, where the Central Florida region of the Sport Car Club of America is presenting the Cabin Converter. There you see competitors from the GT class, and they are on their cool down lap. Let's see if I can run down the finishing order. Your winner was the number 6 of Frank Clopatini. I hope I didn't butcher your name too bad, Frank. And number 113 of Russell Wittenberg is your second place overall. That's a 2015 Porsche GT3, but he's also the first GT2 car. Frank is running an SPO. And then third place was James Wilson in a GT1 2023 Lamborghini ST. And James is out of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, so he came a long way to be here. And that's what any SCCA racers that race up north, you should come down here in the winter time because you're probably snowed in, and meanwhile we're having beautiful club races in the warm February Florida weather. It's about 70 degrees here. I'm in short sleeves. There's there's a light breeze and the sun is shining, and it's a beautiful day to go racing. So 4th overall in the class was the number 27 of James Cunning in a GTX. That was a 2021 UGA. And Chip Bozeman was 5th overall in a GT2. He was in the 2018 Ford Mustang. That was a beautiful car. And there's your top 5. Let's see what we've got up next. And we encourage you to jump into chat. We've already got a bunch of people watching the stream. We really appreciate the support that you guys are showing us, and we'd like to continue to come and do coverage of these Sports Car Club of America races. We've really been enjoying ourselves, and we enjoy bringing these races to you guys. We've got some folks watching the stream, and if you're a little bit busy and you're not going to be able to watch it live, you're certainly welcome to come and watch the replay on the channel, because they always put them up there for everybody to see the replays of. See if I can jump down here between races. Maybe I can align the satellite dish a little better. Alright, I jumped up there and aligned the satellite dish, doing me to improve the speeds. We're doing that. YouTuber's reporting a little bit of trouble with the connection. There's the pace car, and that's the Formula cars. So thanks everybody for joining us. This is Racer Andy from MyRaceData.com, and we are bringing you these terrific races. This is the Central Florida region's Cabin Fever Cure 2026, brought to you by the Central Florida region of the Sports Car Club of America. This is some of the most exciting amateur racing in the world, and the club has put on these races for last fall when we came here for this turkey trot. It was the 40th annual turkey trot. And I was not aware that they had been running that race that many years. And 40 years that Central Florida region has been putting on these terrific club races. So we just got through with the first 6 groups of sprint races. Those were 20-minute long races. So what we have on tap for you now is 6 more groups, and they're each going to run a 30-minute feature race. And the first group is going to be the formula cars. Those are the open wheel cars, and there's quite a variety of open wheel cars. And right around noon time, we'll take a break and let the corner workers grab some lunch. So it's 11:40. And so I'm guessing they're probably going to have maybe this one 30-minute race, and then they're probably going to take a break for lunch. And usually we stay on the air during the hour-long lunch break, but we may jump off and briefly pause the stream and try and get everything working a little better. I'm not sure we're getting a real good stream out, but all of this is being recorded in 4K, so we will have a highlight reels later on in that. Here's some of the Formula V cars. Those are your Formula Vs. Those are open wheel cars that use all the stock components of a first gen VW Beetle, and including the brakes and suspension, and even the narrow steel wheels have to all be straight off of a Volkswagen Beetle, a Type 1, and they don't have any wings or any type of aerodynamic aids. So that's really a driver's car. A lot of fun. I imagine I've never gotten a chance to drive one, but they're very small, very lightweight, and if you have a couple buddies, they could probably pick the thing up and put it in the bed of the truck, and you wouldn't even need a trailer to bring it to the racetrack. And there's a whole wide variety of cars that compete in the open wheel class. So jump in the chat, everybody, and say hi, and let us know where you're watching from. Let us know if you're here at Sebring, and come on over and get yourself a free t-shirt. So I can see I can see the timing and scoring lighting up as these guys are making their way past start finish. And right now the race is being led by William Wald. There he is. He's pulled out a pretty substantial lead. Second, third. There's a variety of different classes that are all competing together in the same race. Here, come on. There's about 4 of them. And that's number 77 of Harry Bradley in Formula V, I believe. He's leading that group of Formula V cars. There's the number 03 of William Wald, he's in Formula S. And then the number 122 of Mark Ditchkiss is in a P2. And Brian McGreevy, he's also in a P2. And in 4th overall, the number 96 of Neil Radloff is in a Formula Ford. 5th overall is the 89 of David Milo, he's in Formula Continental. And so you can see there's quite a variety of different classes that are competing together. That's what SCCA club racing is all about. It's what we call multi-class racing. And what that means is whenever you're out on track, there's guys that are going to be in cars that are much faster than yours, and there's guys going to be in cars much slower than yours. And so you have to learn to navigate traffic. And that's a lot of the fun of it. Okay, so that was your first place car. And you can see he's got a pretty healthy lead built up over the place. Like he was trying to get out of the way. The guy's kind of behind him, kind of ran off the end of turn 5. That gaggle of these coming pretty soon. As you can see, there's quite a differential in potential speed. But the fun thing about it is anywhere you are in the field, there's always going to be somebody that you can race with. You guys get these stars. Right along the exit of turn 5 between the viewing mount and a crossover bridge. There's your leader. Like I say, he's pulled out quite a substantial lead over the second third place cars. There's second overall. There was a day back in years back where the Formula cars were some of the most well-subscribed cars, and for whatever reason they don't seem to be quite as popular nowadays. You generally see a lot more spec Miatas are very popular, and spec racer Fords. Also try laps and small club racing, so sometimes you see a lot of those guys. But Club has a class that is about every kind of race car imaginable. Even added some different classes so that guys that if you've got a race car, they'll figure out somewhere to put you in, classify you so that you can get out there with the car. Here's your leader. Coming up on those guys in Formula V, so he's going to start tapping his way through slower traffic. As you can see, he's got quite a substantial lead, so I think that's going to be overall. those guys making their way up towards the tower. So I hope you're enjoying your races. I'm Racer Andy and I'm from MyRaceData.com. We've got a bunch of folks that have already logged into the chat. And I don't know how healthy the stream is. I think sometimes how good the satellite dish coverage is varies. And it looks a little bit choppy. And we're coming up on the lunch break, so we'll probably take a little bit of a break from the stream. Usually the podcast all the way through the lunch hour. And today we might stop the stream for a moment and see if we can get things working a little better. Really very beautiful cars. Prototypes trying to make his way around at Formula V. These guys are having to negotiate traffic. There's a pretty wide difference between the fastest of these open wheelers, and there's a pretty good speed differential. So this is the first of our 30-minute feature races. And we have quite a few more to go. Each one of these races is about 30 minutes long. Just got a really awesome response from everybody. Just want to thank you very much. This is Racer Andy from MyRaceData.com, bringing you the Central Florida region cabin fever cure. Number 54, a P2 car, he's just flying through turn 5. Here's the Formula V's. They look like they're having themselves a great little race within a race. That was your leader. He's making his way around some slower traffic. He's got quite a substantial lead built up. amazing race cars. The audio sounds pretty good. Jump in the chat, let us know how it looked. Hopefully we're getting a decent stream. Guys are about 10 minutes into their 30-minute feature race. They're showing 21 minutes, 55 seconds to go. That's been a tight race. No incidents. No incidents yet, and these guys got green flag, right? Got the people watching the stream. We appreciate everybody supporting us. Got a couple of new subscribers. Yesterday, the stream got more views than we've ever gotten in one single day, so really appreciate everybody supporting the channel. And I would encourage you to get on the website and join the forum. This is Racer Andy, and it looks like these guys have about 30 seconds left in their session, so I think it's they're probably on their final lap. And, I'm guessing that they're going to take a lunch break. It's about 10 minutes after. First off, I'd just like to say thank you to everybody. We have some new subscribers, and we really appreciate everybody who subscribed to the channel. Thank you to Mini Betterman. We just subscribed today, and then yesterday we had Yvette Hernandez subscribe, and also Jonathan Trigger subscribe. We were back, and we just had a very good one. And Giant Chief also just subscribed. Thank you very much. And I'm sorry if I mispronounced your names. And Giant Chief, have a free t-shirt coming if you'd like to come over to the green part. During the lunch break, and if you decide it's large or extra large, we have a t-shirt for you. And you can tell me how to pronounce your names, so I don't butcher it all up. But thanks to all of our new subscribers. We're going to try and bring you some great club racing in the months ahead, hopefully all summer. And we appreciate all the support that we've gotten from the Central Florida region, Sports Car Club of America, and all the racers and friends and family of the channel. Just everybody, thank you very much for the support. And we enjoy broadcasting these races when we can. And there you see guys on their cool down lap. And it looks like the corner workers are going to go make their way to go get some lunch. We're like having a brief shutdown stream. And we're going to try and get the stream. We've been having problems in it. When I logged on my phone, it looked like it was coming to a very good job. And so we sometimes have a little bit better satellite coverage than others. And sometimes it's a little bit more challenging. We may have to try to stream a little bit lower resolution. And I just want everybody to know that we're recording everything in 4K. So when we get home, we'll be able to make some really super high quality videos. And looks like everything is good. Yeah, we're recording in high def in 4K. And so even if you have to stream the live stream in a little bit lower resolution, we'll have some nice high quality video of all these races where you guys highlight clips and stuff. So it looks like the corner workers are going to go get some lunch, and all these guys are volunteers. All these folks who help put on these races all weekend long are all volunteers. They're all folks who give their own personal time so that they can put on these great races for us. So I just want to say a big thank you to all the SCCA members that make these races possible. Their dedication to the club. And so that was your Open Wheel race. The race overall was won by the 03 of William Wald, and he was in one of the S. And second place went to number one, which is in a P2 car. And so all these are different classes, and these guys are competing against individuals in their own class. And then the third overall was the 89 of David Wicklow in the Formula Continental. And it's odd that one order goes for second or fifth, so I know it out to fourth place. But in fifth overall was the number 54, Ryan Reed in E2. And sixth was the 96 Neil Bradloff in Formula Ford. And seventh overall was the number 152 of Ed Ron Schusen. I'm sorry, I'm mispronouncing your name. Ed, and hold me how to pronounce your name. He was in a P2 car. And then the number 77 of Harry Bradley was the first ever Formula E's. And his highest time in a little race inside of a race. And second ever Formula E's was number 66 of Michael Park. And then number 29 of Tom Schiffer. And those were some of the guys who saw racing in those little Formula E's. So lunch hour has officially commenced, and we're gonna hop off the air here, and we're gonna try and get the stream working out a little bit better. We might have to go to a lower resolution for the stream so that we can get you guys a nice clean view. And so we appreciate everybody tuning in. This is Racer Andy from MyRaceData.com. We've already had a whole bunch of people that have checked the stream out, and we're hoping that after the lunch break it'll work a little better and you guys can enjoy the racing. So I'm going to